Waiting for the go live. I think we are now live. I believe so. Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order. Ow, almost pulled my headphone out. And we're here for a pretty big showdown in Pokemon Legends Arceus on the channel. If you're excited to see this entire roster of legendaries behind me take to the battlefield against an opponent we saw last episode, hit that like button down below, show your support. Now, I'm going to be doing something here. I'm testing the audio, so bear with me a moment, because I noticed that in last stream, the audio was delayed. You can probably hear my playback. Okay, I'm going to call back all my Pokemon. One after the other. Everyone's all asleep except for Regigigas. He's ready to go. Okay, give me a moment here. I want to see... Oh, and you can't hear the playback. Okay. Okay, so from my perspective, the stream has no sound delay, no lag. But let me know if that changes as the stream goes on, because I did notice there was quite a significant, like 1 or 2 second delay from the game audio, or from the game video to the game audio. Alola, Dazzling Shell 101EX asking how's it going? Same as usual. Just ready to take on another big opponent here in Pokemon Legends Arceus. I am just getting things set up here, make sure that things are looking smooth. And once again, I'll say yes, things are going well in the sense that with these new settings I put into the broadcaster I have, the streams seem to be much better now. And I'm glad to use, again, I'm promoting this like crazy because I love this device, the Narvatec NJ300. I've got a linked video in my description, or sorry, in the chat, pinned message, showing you information about the device and how you can go about getting yourself one at viewer discount if you're interested in doing any broadcasting, you know, streaming, capture, what have you, for your HDMI devices, which basically in this day and age kind of means pretty much any video game console there is. Alright, excuse me, so in the last episode, you notice that we came very, very, very close to finishing a final battle versus a certain enemy. As Dazzling Shell pointed out, there is a 3-phase battle that you go through, and we made it right to the very end of the 3rd phase. We were 1 turn away from winning, but, however, the opponent got to go twice, took us out. So I thought the only real thing I would have needed to make that work probably would be max revives, because I was spending so much time reviving a Pokemon and then potioning that Pokemon back to full. So 2 turns being spent healing meant my defender on the field was getting knocked out by taking double the hits. So I have max revives with me for this next showdown. My hat is all covered in hair again. Thanks, Willow. But I thought, okay, let's mix things up a little bit. You know, if a certain renegade legendary from a different dimension is trying to break through to ours, let's let our legendaries that we've picked up along the way to help us collect all the plates here in Pokemon Legends Arceus, we're going to let them take to the battlefield, try to defend our realm from, again, this renegade Pokemon. Now, the problem is, of course, I'm talking about Giratina, the Ghost Dragon type. Ghost is good against Psychic type, and 4 of our team are Psychic type. So I don't know how well they will do, but I have, let's check the summary. I'll show you, I've done some stat boosting for them. I haven't got them all to max, I didn't have enough grits to feed them, but they have at least got to about 6 effort values for most of their good stats. I've gone up to 7 for certain ones, like say Heatran's special attack is at 7. So, but they're all level 70 also. So that's going to match the level of the opponent, Giratina. We'll see how well we can do. I'll show you the movesets here as well. But first, Dazzling Shell says, today with Legends on your side, you've caught all the Pokemon of Area 1. Nice, that's a definite good start. I'm taking my time with that. I'm going through perfecting a Pokemon's page. Then I'm going to rotate them out, add 3 new ones in, perfect them, and rotate out the ones that are done, yada yada yada. So eventually I'll get the Pokedex complete, but I'm kind of having more fun with perfecting. I might be helping with my shiny luck. What did I get recently? I'm going to show you that. I don't think I showed my shinies off recently. Anyway, so For Mesprit, we've got Mystical Power, Play Rough, Ice Beam, and Shadow Ball. I've basically decked out this entire team to be super effective against a Ghost Dragon. That might hurt us in the initial fight against the opponent's full team of 6, but I don't know, we'll see how things go. Alola to Garushia, welcome to our live stream where we're going to be trying to take down the final enemy, I believe. We've got Azelf with Mystical Power, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, and although it won't affect Ghost types, we have Self-Destruct in case that comes in necessary versus the previous battle. We also got Yuxi with Ice Punch, Shadow Ball, Play Rough, and Hypnosis. If we can land the Hypnosis, that's going to weaken Giratina's defenses, so we'll be doing some extra damage, if we can land it. Next up, we've got Heatran with Iron Head, Magma Storm, Dark Pulse, Earth Power. Nothing really good against Giratina that we could have taught Heatran here, but she does have Dark Pulse, and her special attack stat is very nice at 320, so she could do some serious damage with that. She might also be my go-to for the initial battle for some kind of type diversity against whatever the opponent uses in the 6v6. Next, we have Cresselia with Moonblast, Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, and Lunar Blessing. And I believe Lunar Blessing, what does it say? No power, but the user heals its own status conditions and restores its HP. So basically, using a full restore, excuse me, which will be useful, of course. I also made sure to use a lot of the Seeds of Mastery that I picked up. I have like over 60 of them to master all the moves that they normally wouldn't be able to. So we got this team basically decked out to the nines, if that's the term, that I could. Anyway, oops, last but not least, we've got Regigiggles right here with Crush Grip, Iron Head, Zen Headbutt, and Ice Punch. Of course, You know what I just realized? There are no abilities in the game, but remember when we first encountered Regigigas, it did say it was having a slow start. And I don't think the abilities are hidden in the game exactly because, you know, if abilities were in the game just not shown, we wouldn't be able to hit Ghastly with Earthquakes. Speaking of which, is Earthquake even in this game? I don't think it is. Like, Bulldoze, High Horsepower, those are pretty good go-to ground-type attacks as they are, so I don't really think we need Earthquake, but it is funny that one of the more popular attacks of all Pokemon history is not represented in this game. Maybe Earthquakes hadn't been invented yet by this point. Okay, before we do get to that final showdown, I want to show off the shinies I've been getting lately. There's a new one. I already have a few of these shiny Drifloon, but here's our full box that we have. I do want to point out as well that this Floatzel comes from one of the space-time distortions. So shinies can appear in there, but thus far I've only had one show up. But it is still a possibility. Alright, and there's another few new ones I picked up. Let's just show them off quickly, I guess, since we are here on the screen. We got Machoke, that was found in the Alabaster Icelands. Picked up Piloswine, same place. I think both of those happened in the same half-hour excursion, too. We got ourselves a shiny Badoo, shiny Wurmple, that's my second one. Shiny Rhydon, shiny Rhydon. I think I mentioned last stream that I got 2 shinies out of the last Horde encounter, or Outbreak that showed up. That's the 2 of them. We found a shiny Monferno. Shiny starters are always cool. We've got shiny Golduck. Yeah, I read your last chat there, Dazzling Shell. Found a shiny Gastrodon during an Outbreak. This one just happened to pop up. I don't think this was an Outbreak. And that's that for the new guys. Garushia says, you think you read legendaries technically have some ability, but only when you face them? You're not sure how true that is. I'm not either. But it is interesting that it noted that Regigigas did have a slow start going for it. Okay, few things we're going to take care of before we do go there. I'm going to head here to the Heights Camp in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Yeah, we got a purple Murkrow. Again, that was just a random show up. Like, I was leaving the Cobalt Coastlands, and it just happened to pop up. So, of course, if it's shiny, we got to get it. I'm going to head over here to the old waterfall for a particular reason, and I don't know how to go about accomplishing this reason, let's say, but I'll show you what I'm talking about once I get over there. I've got a phone call coming in, but I just started streaming. That ain't going to happen, but I'm going to grab this Vivichoke. If I can get up, there we go. Just going to mute that. Not sure if you can hear that or not. Alright, I believe I need to go right into the water atop the waterfall, and I hope Basculin Legion can fight the current. I don't know if that's possible, but let's find out right now as we jump on in. Okay, good, we can sit here. Because I want to open up my Pokedex. I want to go to the Pokedex Notes. I want to grab a couple more unknown before we start. And this one says, atop a waterfall of obsidian. Okay, so there's only the one that I know of. Whereabouts might we meet an unknown? Or it might even actually be right on top of the rocks, too. I don't see it here. Wait. And what? Oh, there it is right there. I was going to say, what unknown letter is it? This is G, I believe. Can we throw from here to get the G? Yeah. Alrighty. Another unknown for the old collection. So let's jump, and fly back to our headquarters here, the base camp. And I'm going to head on over to the Cobalt Coastlands next. There's two things I want to check out there. Dazzling Shell says, lately during your time in Area 1, you've been trying to catch Alpha Weavile from the Space-Time Distortions. I didn't know alphas could appear in the Space-Time Distortions initially when I found my first one. I think it might have actually been an Alpha Steelix, and I was like, oh man, I can't deal with that right now, so I had to flee in terror. But it is neat to see like random alphas of any kind of species just pop up in those distortions. I've seen a Haunter, I've seen a ton, let's just say that. Alright, we're going to report this one into the old professor. Unknown G in the old unknown decks, let's say. The unknown notes, I suppose. And then we're going to head to the Cobalt Coastlands. Oh, what did we do? Okay. We caught 15. There's only 13 more to go. We will get there over time. When I finish story mode, like story plot points in this post-game, and I'll be doing some random, say, shiny hunting, I'll probably do what I can to try to collect unknown in the areas that I go to, just to get them collected and get the shinies along the way as well. Now the other thing, I still don't have all the wisps yet. I'll show you what I'm at for my wisp count in just a moment here. We're going to go to the Coastlands camp, because I think the next clue I looked at said something about a time-worn ship on a sandy shore. But what was I going to show you here? Well, I'll show you that first here. This one for unknown Z. Yeah, time-worn ship on a sandy shore. So we got to see which one that's going to be. And I was going to mention something else. I just lost it. Oh, well. Okay, let's go over to some of these old-looking boats. And it's unknown Z or Z that we're looking for. Excuse me. I'm going to ignore all these encounters for the time being. So this looks like a time-worn ship, of course. Would it be inside, I wonder? Would they be that sneaky? You guys leave me alone. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Ow, you made me fight. I don't see it in here. I'm just going to keep dodging these attacks until I track down the unknown. Of course, if a shiny wants to show up, I'll deal with that. Oh, I see it right up top here. See it? Okay, let's fly up and land on the boat. Can I land on this? Nope. Ow! Okay, let's make this catch quick because we got a lot of guys coming after us. Can't even reach up that high. Hang on. Do I need my jet balls again? Or can I pull a cool maneuver? Get me out of here. Okay, my cool maneuver for starters is to fly away from this section to let myself heal. As long as I can get away from, there we go, the eyeball. We should be okay. Now, once we get into the water, I'm going to see if we can pull some Basculin Legion magic. What do you think? Can we pull this off? Jump. Jump. Ah, I missed. Okay, let's try that again. What if this is how you're supposed to do it? I mean, I'm just doing it for fun. Transform. There we go. Okay, maybe I don't need to speed dash. I can probably just jump. can't get it. Yeah, Jet Balls might be the way I have to go. I could also just clear out some of those enemies, but I don't want to gain too much experience before we take on the final boss. Huh. I hear Remoraid's in the water. They're wanting to mess with me, too. Can I stand on this? Oops. Bear with me here. Would you not? Come on, can I get it from here? Yes, I can. Alrighty. It's all in the positioning. Ow. Alright, now we're also going to go back into the water to avoid some of these attacks. But there's something else that I've noticed for the past little while. I haven't wanted to check it out until I'm doing a stream, or recording at least, so I can show you folks. Oh, could I Sneasler up the boat? I might have been able to. I'm not sure. But fortunately, I just found the right position to stand at. So that's 2 more unknown, which leaves only what I said. 12 left to go, I think? So I've shown this particular part off before that we're going to go to. It's a little alcove, little cavern through the big mountain here. This isn't what I want to show, but I will show something off inside here. Now, we've seen these kind of etchings in previous areas, and I just want to recap this one here. See, it's got like... Can I zoom in on it? I can't do that while I'm on the Basculegion. Okay. We've got, looks like Cresselia, Manaphy, Tran, Darkrai. Like, I think I showed this in the last episode, actually. But anyway, it's... I wonder what these mean. They might just be there for, like... You know, call it filler texture, I guess, but I don't know. Every area that you go to seems to have access, or seems to have, well, access, I guess, to one of those kind of hieroglyphic things. Now, this is what I have not done yet. This is a cave that I have to jump off our Basculegion to enter, and I don't know what's in here. And actually, there's one more thing I want to check out while we're here. Okay, this is the Seaside Hollow. We're currently... Okay, looks like nothing's in here. But you know, like just from the look at this place, something has to be here eventually. We might learn more about this as we do some more post-game stuff. So, now that I've seen what's there, I'm happy to announce it was nothing. But, as Garushia says, this was a very interesting cave, not too much besides the carving. Possible DLC. That's what I'm wondering too, like, you know, DLC could definitely be a DL thing for this game. And if so, I think this will be the first time I've actually played a game that has DLC. I'm so behind the times, the last console I owned was the Wii. I guess that might have had DLC in it. Like certain games I played. Maybe... Tears in Time show up on the carvings, you can enter them or something. Maybe. Who's to say? I don't know yet. Now, I'm going to check out one more thing. Let's go over to Sneasler and make our way up here. Now, this, I believe, probably won't have anything to do yet with, like, you know, story mode, but... Because this seems... This is called the Spring Path, and this seems familiar, to where you find Giratina in Diamond and Pearl. And I believe also in post-game Platinum, it's like you have a chance to do something with Giratina here. But let's see what is inside this. And this could just be another empty hollow. I was hoping you could make this place a secret base, says Garushia. That would be cool. So, Turnback Cave. This is where you find Giratina in Diamond and Pearl. But right now, it's not quite what it was in those games, because I believe it was a really weird maze. And I don't even remember how the maze made sense. Like, I'm sure there was some method to figure out what way to go in there, but it was like you would go into different rooms, there was many rock smash rocks. Yeah, I don't know. So, this might have something to do with after we defeat Giratina. And last comments about Bowser being so huge. Yeah, he's pretty big, indeed. Okay, so let's just do a fast travel. Go back to our base camp. Because we've spent enough time. We're 20 minutes deep into the stream. We gotta head back up to Mount Coronet. See if we can put an end to the Renegade itself. The Breath of the Wild DLC is a pretty substantial addition. Oh! I didn't know that, Karushia. Like, I think I might have heard about it back in when it first came out. Doesn't Link get a motorcycle in the DLC? I don't know. I don't have that. I have just the base game. But honestly, I've been playing Pokemon Legends so much, I haven't even gotten into the base game for, or haven't even completed the base game in Breath of the Wild. So we want to go. There's nothing else to accomplish here other than just go to the summit camp, head right to the top. Let's see how well our legendaries can do. As I say, I don't expect... oops, wrong one. I don't expect that the Psychics will do very good against the big guy himself, but at least we can whittle down the team beforehand, maybe? We'll find it. I'm just doing this to try to avoid all the Electivire and Electabuzz and such, unless they're shinies. Let's fly over them to see. I am currently off-screen working on perfecting Elekid, Electabuzz, Electivire, so we could be getting some shinies at some point. So, okay, Turnback Cave was random for each attempt. What are the items that you can get after you catch Giratina? I forget. Now, you talking Diamond Pearl or Platinum? Because I never actually did play Platinum, but I have played through Pearl. And I don't remember what you get. Anything specific. It's amazing in one of those 100% level challenge yourself dungeons, too. Oh, I get ya. I remember one of the earliest videos on my channel was me trying to take down, again, now this was pointed out story-wise, but there's more engravings here. But you know what? Mount Coronet, the Coronet Highlands, has 2 sections of these. There's one that's on like a stone slate, I guess. And now this one here inside a cave. I don't know. Maybe those will eventually open up into new caves or something. Oh, it was in all 3 games and the remakes. So honestly, I can't recall what items you get from getting Giratina. I know it wouldn't have been the Greasius Orb, because that is for the Origin form, which only came in Platinum, so... Other than that, I don't recall. I was going to say, did one of the Pokemon sculptures stay standing? Because it looks like the top of the pillar is still there. But I don't think so. Now, as I said last stream, I expect we're going to have to fight all 3 phases of this fight yet again. But why is that still intact up there? Is there a purpose for that? I can't use my ride Pokemon here, though. I was going to try to Sneasler my way up. Alright, well, nothing more to do but go right on into it. The orientation of the gravings is different too. Like, they all aren't the same order. Yeah, they have different patterns, like different shapes that they follow too. Now, hand over the plates you gather. I find it interesting that he said he'll use force to take the plates from us, and after he beat us, we still have them. They you know, to make this more interesting, they should have made that a good or bad ending, I feel. And I also want to point out what's really interesting. In Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, like all the original stories, those all happen with Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina still in their own dimensions. So doesn't us having them mess with the timeline? Because this happens in the past, I believe, like, with all the references to Kanto, Johto, Alola, I don't even really know anymore, but I believe they said they're supposed to be take place in the past. So you'd think that us having all the legendaries would affect the future timeline of Sinnoh, where you find them then. Anyway, alright, you're going to create a brand new world, yada yada yada, everything we know here will be gone. That's why we're here to stop you. Alright, let's go, Volo. You have no, you're not above using your force. I gotcha. Alright, everybody, if you have not smashed that like button yet, now is the time. As we see, Spirit Bomb is the first Pokemon in, of course. We're going to lead off with our Mesprit. Now, I don't have a ton of max revives, but I have a fair amount of max revives. So, that's not going to hit. We're not going to waste time with that. Play rough. if I go Agile, it's less power. I'm just going to go for a standard play rough. And hope we land it. Oh, almost gone in one hit. Really? So I feel like I should probably... I can go Agile, and then... Well, hang on. I can go Agile Shadow Ball, then finish up with the Play Rough. Let's just do that. Oh no, even better. Let's go Ice Beam. I think that's... Actually, no, I think it's the same power now. Pokemon Wielder Volo, indeed. And Garushi's also saying, Pokemon Legends 2 will be someone from the past coming to the future. That would be something. Alright, and let's go for standard play rough. Connect it, take down Spirit Bomb. And deal with whatever comes in next. So far, Mesprit has not taken a hit. We got Hisui and Arcanine. Going for an Agile Crunch. We handled that okay. We should be okay after this one as well. Now, what can we hit you back with? We got Mystical Power, which might be our better bet. We can go an Agile, which will do. It's only power 55, but this should boost either our offense or defense based on what stat Mesprit has higher. I believe offense is our higher. Critical hit. Our defense was raised. Okay. Knowing that, I feel like we should actually heal up. Let's go with, we got plenty of max potions. I'll invest them in here. So if our defense is up, Arcanine's going to need to do some strong attacks to try to take us down, I think. Wait, my defense went back down already? Come on. Alright, let's go with the standard mystical... Well, hold on one sec. Can we get a double attack off with anything? Nope. So let's just do the regular mystical power. That will boost our defense again. It'll be a neat way to keep the agile, strong style, says Garushia. That's definitely a cool feature. I love it. Go ahead, Crunch. What are you going to do? Nothing. Let's go with... We've got plenty of Shadow Balls. Let's use them. Take down Hisui and Arcanine. Again, our first Pokemon is still standing. Next up, we're going to find ourselves versus Lucario. You've got Crunch as well. Alright. Mesprit's down, but we do have full restores. So, fighting in Steel. I'm thinking one of our Psychic types for sure. But who should I bring in? I feel like I think Yuxi is our most defensive. Let's check here. Defense 300, 277 for special. Blows Azelf away for sure. Yeah, Yuxi's going to be the way to go next. Okay. Come on in, Yux. Of course, this thing will have Crunch against us, but can we get... No, I didn't keep Mystical Power on you. I'm going to go ahead and, first of all, max revive our Mesprit. Keep that rolling. For 16 to 29 rooms, says Dazzling Shell. Oh no, what'd you just do? You just did a power up. Was that bulk up? You can get piece of clothing for Pokemon. Oh, so this must be in the remix, I assume, because clothing wasn't a thing, right? In the originals. Okay, so let us... I'm gonna Hypnosis you. Hopefully we can land it. Yes, we do. So now your defenses are lower, even though you did just boost your defenses. And you're too drowsy to move. That's awesome. I'll take that. Power of 85. Power 80. What is your better offensive set? I think Yuxi is balanced, from what I remember powering it up. So let's go with an 85. Play rough. Not bad. Crunch. That is going to hurt. Can we Agile Style Shadow Ball? Hello, Sailor Pika. Welcome to our stream as we're once again taking on Volo. Of course, leading up to the Giratina battle. But I do have a full team of legendaries to deal with his legendary once it shows up. Alright, 3 down. Who do we got next? Is it Garchomp? No, it's Roserade. What do you got? Agile style spikes? Okay. Okay. I respect that. I'm not sure what that's supposed to do to us. Does that hurt Pokemon when they come in? Huh. Okay, so if you're going to be using Petal Dance, I feel like we should bring in big guy right here. Big girl, I should say. It was in the originals as well as Platinum, but only after you catch Giratina. Oh, clothing, right. You can do, was there dress up in... Yes, there was dress ups in the Pokemon contest, wasn't there? What am I thinking? Okay. I don't think there's too much that Roserade can do to hurt us. I'm just going to check something. There's no spikes up, it looks like. Okay. So it only affects the Pokemon that's hit by it. So we have a chance to heal up Uxie right now. We're going to use all our max revives in this fight, I'm sure, but it's probably worth it. Oh, we get to attack right now, do we? Really? Only accuracy 9 or 75, but pretty powerful. Let's go Magma Storm. You land it. Down goes Roserade. Roserade's just dropping in one hit every time we fight this guy. I'm not complaining. Now Garchomp should be the next one in. Ground attacks. We're going to probably see Earth Power. Can we handle that? Yes, actually, but now a standard Earth Power is going to finish us off. But we do have ways to deal with you. Numerous ways. Let's go into... Well, you don't have a... Ice Beam. Who's our fastest of our current team? You are our fastest, well, as far as the Lake Trio goes. It looks like Regigigas. Now, is this accurate, or does a slow start cut that in half still? Anyway, I'm going to say Uxie. What do you have for attacks? You do have Ice Punch. Okay, let's go into Uxie. We might leave Heatran down for now. Although, what could you hit me with? Uxie is our defensive wall, actually. So let's actually take the moment to heal Heatran. Earth Power, we're not too worried about that. Yeah, not at all. Let's go with... We can get 2 attacks off with Ice Punch. Actually, 2 attacks with anything, it looks like. So let's go Agile Ice Punch. Finish up. It's not a contest thing, but it's for a certain Pokemon. Huh. And I got no clue what it is. Okay. Standard Ice Punch finishes Garchomp. We still have to deal with... What else did you have? Togekiss is a thing. Actually, is that the last one? Yeah, Togekiss is it. Not bad. What you got? Moonblast. That's nothing. Ooh, that's something. So we're going to go ahead and try a Hypnosis on this. I knew we had to miss eventually. Even though I've only used 2 so far. Alright, strong. Moonblast, I see. Now, I was thinking Heatran would be good to go into, but this does have Aura Sphere as well. So, we do have Ice Beam on our Mesprit. Might as well go for that. I might leave Uxie down for now and heal up during the Giratina Showdown part. So, actually, by going Strong Style, they gave us 2 turns. I will take those 2 turns. Can I get a 3rd turn by any chance? Not with any of these. And I don't think Strong Ice Beam will finish it. Let's go Standard. Volo might full restore. We got Frostbite, at least that's going to lower their special attack. Watch this. Nothing. Well, 25%, we can handle that. Alright, and enough said. Let's finish this. Down goes Volo's team. But of course, next up is the real challenge. Actually, I shouldn't say the real challenge. The first of 2 real challenges, I guess. Why? Why you? Why do you have the Blessing of Arceus? 'Cause I'm the main character. No one leveled up off that. Oh well. Poor Uxie gets nothing because it was knocked out. Why? How? We've read this last stream. I've devoted myself to Arceus beyond any other. I worshipped it as the creator of our entire world, and I bent all my passion and interest to its study. All the time I spent poring over the legends, everything that I've done. And I'm going to take just one moment. I want to listen to my audio again from the game. Again, I don't know if you can hear this. Okay, so it does sound like it is in sync. If it's not, let me know, because I want to double check. Also, boy, this is glared out, isn't it? You outsider, it's like the rift spit you out to get in my way. I must be part Arceus. I'm like Arceus' baby or something. This isn't finished yet. The chill creeping through your veins, the eldritch presence. I didn't think Pokemon would ever use the term eldritch. But there you have it. Alright, we saw this cutscene. Even if I could skip it, I don't wanna. I feel like this should all be contained in this one stream. Now, at first when I saw this, I thought this was going to be a bit of a Lucamine kind of thing, where Volo fused with Giratina, like when she fused with, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is that jellyfish? I can never remember. The Ultra Beast. I don't know. You can let me know in the chat or the comments. I'm not going to read that, though. I want to remember. What is that rock poison jellyfish? I know it's like UB01 Symbiont, or Symbi something. I don't know what it's called. Okay, these are going to hurt, I will admit. I kind of want to let it use up its shadow forces. Because we can bring in Regigiggles, immune to the Phantom Force. Or was that Shadow Force? I don't know. What is that jellyfish called? I remember it's got a really weird pronunciation that can be pronounced many different ways. I don't want to skip forward until I get that pronunciation or get that name. Nihilego. There we go, Sailor Pika. I did look in the chat. That's the one. And, because like I said, different pronunciation. Nihilego or Nihilijo. Like, I don't think anyone knows how to pronounce it. Okay, we get 2 attacks off here. Shadow Ball is more powerful, so let's go with... Can we get triple the attack? Doesn't look like it. Let's go for a standard Shadow Ball. 1 Azelf. Do some damage. Can we get a possible 3rd turn? No, doesn't look like it. What I should have done is maybe tried Mystical Power and then gone Shadow Ball, because I believe Azelf is more offensive, so it would have boosted our attack. Well, in hindsight, you know, they say hindsight is 50-50 or whatever. Shadow Force, that's going to take down Azelf. Yeah, we don't have the defenses quite for that. However... Is that all of the pixies down? All the Lake Trio. Okay, so let's send in Regigigas, since it is obscured as well. We'll be immune to the Phantom Force. So let's go ahead and throw some max revives onto our pixie squad. What will this thing use against, like, what did it have? Dragon Claw, Earth Power. Oh, it's got Aura Sphere too. Ah, well, at least we're defensive enough to handle that. Look at this. Double the Aura Sphere, we're only now down under half. And you're not obscured anymore there, friend. What do you think? Should we just punch it? Let's just punch it. Ooh, almost. Okay, come on, Giggles. Ah, I thought you could handle that. Okay, we need a fast Pokemon. We didn't heal our fast Pokemon. Cresselia, though, you've got some defenses on you. Let's go ahead. Bring you in. What I'm going to do here, spend turns healing up again. Because we do know what happens after this, and it ain't the funnest thing. So if we can handle some of these Shadow Forces... We took 1 at least, that's good. And it's back to being obscured, of course. We don't have any attacks that never miss, though. I'm going to get Regigigas ready next. So we know it can handle quite a number of these Aura Spheres. Now, we had to whittle this thing down to using just Struggle in the last stream. I think we're going to take it down before that this time, but I do want my team to be healed for sure. So, Regigigas, you come in next. I'm going to heal Yuxi and then our Cresselia. I've never really seen Regigigas remain in battle for enough turns. Does the slow start go away eventually? An agile Aura Sphere, that's fine. Less damage on us is nice. And a standard one. Now, how many turns does that give us? Only the one, okay. But you are no longer obscured. Do we go for the knockout now? Tell you what, actually, what am I thinking? Let's just go with the max potion on Regigigas. Keep it in there for a little bit longer. And then we can full restore, max revive our Cresselia. And I think we'll be good for the next phase. There we go. Am I going to catch him? I don't think I can catch him here because we're fighting a trainer. But that's why I think that Spring Path Cave, I think that's what you would go to next. Can I actually? No, I can't even switch to my items here, so we cannot catch this. Okay, again, let's go for a max potion. And we're going to let Regigigas get the KO. What do you think of that, Giratina? You're going to go twice, are you? Agile Dragon Claw. Doing next to nothing. Well, could have done less, of course, but let's just finish you off. Let's go, nice Ice Punch. You're not obscured. Bam! Down goes Giratina. Or so you may think, because this fight has a third phase. Somehow, Follow also has the Greasiest Orb, in addition to the Spooky Plate. Now you got Origin Form Giratina to go with. And, oh, yes! Regigigas got his act together. Come on. Don't faint. Don't faint. You just got going, man. Oh! But it does shake off the slow start. Nice. Okay. What's our best bet right now? You want someone quick. Let's go to Azulf. Now, of course, this form of Giratina has all of its PP back as well. We learned that last week. Okay, we get 2 turns, though. Let's go with Mystical Power. It should boost our offense. Can we pull this off? I'm going to try a Strong Style Shadow Ball. Offense stats were raised. Oh. You know what? What do you think you're doing, buddy? Like, we have time to chat here, you know? What are you actually trying to pull? You're trying to ruin the... whatever. I'm going back to my side. I forgot we could walk around in this fight. Alright, let's go all in. Strong Style Shadow Ball. Can Azulf get the win? Not quite, but very close. Okay, so Giratina's going to get 2 turns after that. Yes, as Sailor Pika says, if you're watching this, you're excited, smash that like button, if you feel like it. Okay, so it's now obscured. We're just going to land one more hit on it. But I think it's going to get a second turn. So let's let, Tran, let's let you take the hit. You don't have much super effective against this thing. Push him off the mountain. That would work. Wait, we can go. Dark Pulse, let's strong it up. Might as well. Bammo. Not bad. Again, like I say, we could have done that last episode if we had max revives, because we came down to 1. It says you finally beat Giratina. Oh, and we have 1 level up off that. Oh, and we mastered a move. Bishan. That's Giratina. Azulf's rapping skills almost saved the day. Yeah, indeed. Turning tail and running from this puny human? Pathetic. I was the one to feed you the power you needed so that you could take on Arceus. I was the one that gave you the chance to claw open that space-time rift, driving the deity of space and deity of time mad, so that you could drag the creator out from hiding. No, you gotta fill the Pokedex for that. How? How could this happen? Almighty Arceus, if you have any heart within you, then tell me. The blood of the ancient Sinnoh people flows in my veins, does it not? What is it, then, that you find so lacking in me? Do you mean to tell me that this world doesn't need to be remade? I can't live with such questions. I can't bear not satisfying this ache to know. Don't jump. It's not worth it. Answer me this then, Chaz. Do you have some dream that propels you as I've had? I would like a hoverboard. So yes. So you do. Doubtless that dream of yours would never leave room for the dreams of one like me. I mean, I really do want a hoverboard. So, I am the great wielder of Pokemon, and you battle alongside your Pokemon. In the end, I was alone, but not you. You will fight together with your Pokemon to seize whatever dreams you have. Now, I don't think they can make me a hoverboard is the problem, though. So, still waiting on Doc Brown for that. Although he didn't make them technically, but still, he gave us the means to get hoverboards. And something happened in the timeline where we didn't get them by 2015. Sailor Pika has shut me up with a nice donation, $5 super chat. Thanks very much. Much appreciated. All right, here, take it. The plate that started me on this path. The plate I once received from Giratina. How did you ever meet Giratina to start with, though? My journey is over. My story ended when I lost to you. Don't worry, your descendant will have something to say about that. We got the final plate. The spooky plate. Yeah. So we have all the plates, but I believe Arceus initially did say that we need to fill our Pokedex before it will show itself to us. I suppose now you've gathered all the plates that said to exist in this land of Hisui. Is that the Azure Flute? I think that's what that is. Or the Ocarina of Time. No, it's the Azure Flute. But I didn't fill the Pokedex yet. So that's it. The Azure Flute. It comes to you. So Arceus wishes to meet you. Of all people, you had to be the one. Well, Arceus sent me, didn't it? Or did I just happen to be falling through the space-time rift and Arceus is like, I'm going to transform your phone real quick. Call me when you get the plates? I don't know. Is that why you were brought to this world? Gah, I've no desire to watch from the sidelines as Arceus comes to you, and I absolutely cannot accept a world in which you would ever manage to defeat Arceus. Someday I'll solve every riddle in the legends of Hisui's Pokemon, and on that day I'll stand before Arceus at last. No, I will conquer it! No matter how many years, how many decades, how many centuries it takes me. You don't live for centuries, dude. Bro. Simmer down. Find your seat, take it. Anyway, see you later. Wait a minute, what's that sound? Is that my Arc phone? The defied Pokemon. Huh? Or the Deifeed? What? Okay, right there. Seek out all Pokemon there are to meet. Then play the flute. Play your flute. I can't read all that. My TV I'm looking at it cuts off the edges. Hang on, should be able to see that in the mission requests. Okay, so I have obtained... Oh, it says requested by... You have obtained the Azure Flute, which is said to be the key to meeting Arceus, the Pokemon spoken of in ancient myths. What will happen when you play it? But first, I got to seek out all the Pokemon there are to meet, then play my flute upon the dais in the Temple of Sinnoh. Alright. Arceus had my phone number. We are bros. What if it was like... Do you ever hear the... Not, I guess, the meme, but the trend of calling your telephone neighbor, like you dial a number that's one number off of your own, and then you can make a friendship that way. What if that's how we met Arceus? We're like phone neighbors. Alright, anyway, with that, I'm going to go back to the nearest campsite and do a bit of a heal, because, I mean, let's look at the team, though. It took a lot of our max revives, but we pulled through quite well, thanks to proper movesets, courtesy of Z... Did I just see something? What is... No, it's just one of the Triforce. It's all right. Thanks to Zissou of the Security Corps, helping us to master moves and giving us the grit items we needed to power up our EVs. And that's that, really. And, of course, just me going around catching these guys. But it's nice to see that the live stream with the thumbnail of all of our legendaries does conclude with them winning that fight. Let's head on back and see if we can find a shiny Electivire along the way. So, that's probably going to bring our stream to an end for the time being. There's not much more to do, plus the last stream did go long. I feel like this is a good spot for us to end off. But there's still much more to go. What I should do... I gotta figure how to proceed from here, because, I mean, I don't know if there's more story. I think it just comes down to completing the Pokedex. And we're just gonna fly above these guys, I think. Yeah, completing the Pokedex, and the way I'm going about it is trying to perfect Pokedex entries, because that gives us more chance for shinies. Let me know in the comments, or even right now in the chat while we're still here, I'll still stick around for several minutes. How do you think we should go about doing shiny hunting in this? Because I've never done actual shiny hunting on the channel, but with this game and the way that I can live stream it, which, by the way, as a reminder, if anybody is interested in doing something similar to this, check the pinned message in our comments, or in our chat, and you can find information about how to get yourself one of these Narvatech NJ300 streaming/capture devices, which is what I'm using to do this today. Nice little bit of a partnership between me and them to promote their hardware, which allows such things to be done. Okay, we're going to head back to... Oh, wait! Let's see what we've done. Okay, we've seen it use mystical power and a strong style. We haven't blown up yet. Ow! My earbud. What else have we seen? Let's use Moonblast. Okay. Mesprit. We have used mystical power agile. We've used an agile move for Yuxi. And Heatran got off a strong Magma Storm. I forget if we actually did that, but anyway, strong and strong Dark Pulse, standard Magma Storm on Roserade. That's right. I also want to perfect these Pokemons, these legendaries as pages as well. Alright, we're going to return to the village. Let's see what, if anything happens. I doubt it, but we'll find out in just a moment. Dazzling Shell says, your team up to this point after the Great Trial was Hisui and Decidueye. That's a thing? No, I knew that. I thought there might be story. Hang on. Hisui and Decidueye, Shiny Rapidash, Floatzel, Luxray, Staraptor, and Sylveon. Nice. So you didn't even need to use the legendaries. I didn't need to either, just to put that out there. I just needed to use Max Revives. But, hey, this feels like a more monumental showdown. Chaz! Hey, Chaz! You're the guy that guards the door, aren't you? Have you heard? There's been reports that a huge shadow appeared in the Cobalt Coastlands and then just vanished without a trace. Oh, that, of course, the spring. The spring path. Turnback Cave. Chaz, my boy, you must tell me. You went to the Temple of Sinnoh with Volo, correct? What exactly happened? So I think I'm telling him the details. Volo was a bad guy. I see. In that case, the shadow in the Cobalt Coastlands may be none other than Giratina, the Pokemon said to have once been banished to the reverse side of our world. I do believe this calls for a survey. The Cobalt Coastlands are pretty vast. I hope you have some idea where to look. I kinda do. On the trail of Giratina. Well, that's gonna definitely wait for the next stream. But I want to go to the Cobalt Coastlands just now to see if a cutscene triggers. Mass Outbreak as well? Because, see, Mass Outbreaks could be a way to shiny hunt, because they do have a better chance of being shiny, from what I understand. But we're just going to go to the beachside camp just to see if anything triggers, because I want to be able to go here off-screen to do some off-screen Pokedexing. It looks like we're good. I'm going to head over to the Spring Path just to make sure nothing triggers there. Because Spring Path, you can actually find wild Piplup, but also, rarely, Prinplup. And I'm trying to perfect the Pokedex for them, which means you got to catch a certain number of Prinplup. Sailor Pika says, you watched a few streams where people shiny hunted outbreaks and reset it for shiny alphas. Yeah, that's the fun thing too, alphas. Like, I haven't really focused on collecting them. I mean, if I see one and I need to catch that Pokemon, I do it, but... yeah, the outbreaks I think are going to be the most reliable way to shiny hunt. So, I'm not going to go into the cave this time. I'm just going to land in front of it to see if we trigger anything. Gurushi says, so did Volo just, like, never sell any of the guild stuff he had? I don't know. He says, I guess he sold to you at least. Yes, he did, actually. We did get some items from him over time. Okay, so let's land here. And I'm not going in. Okay. So nothing's going to trigger off-screen at least. That's good to know. So I can keep doing the Cobalt Coastlands research and such without triggering anything. Let's just take a quick look if Prinplup is here, though. They're down here. Oop, we're going to hit a tree. Ow, sorry, Braviary. I say ow when Braviary's only gets hit. But you can see down here by this little pond, there's a Piplup. Is that shiny? Nope. Standard Piplup. But on rare occasions, instead of Piplup, you will see a Prinplup appear here. Alright, now let's just quick travel back. There is one final thing that I feel like I should show before we end off. I have actually, during one of the space-time continuum distortion things, I found a Pokemon that I wasn't expecting to get. We have in our collection Hisui and Samurai. Random appearance in the Alabaster Icelands. It is a water dark type. It's very cool. And of course, once I saw it, I had to catch it because, like, you gotta catch them all, right? Plus, of course, there is Pokedex requirements for catching a certain number of these. So yeah, so it's a water and dark Pokemon. It seems like the offensive stats are probably pretty equal. Looks like, I don't know, this one looks pretty balanced. See, like, attack nature is down, but it should be higher because of that, and also special attack has some an effort value put into it. So maybe the attack stat is the highest. I always like to try to look at the Pokemon and see what stats are the best when choosing who to add to my collection. But anyway, that's that. So the only one I haven't seen is Hisuian Decidueye as far as in-game goes. I have seen it outside. I think someone on another video or stream showed that off, so I have seen what it looks like. I kind of like the look of it, I will say. But anyway, let's just head back to the village, and that's going to be that. So, let's see. Dazzling Shell says, you were going to mention, after I clear the events at Temple of Sinnoh for the last plate, the weather is storming. Oh, is it constantly storming on the coastlands? Not that I mind. That's fine. But interesting to note. Alright. But I guess maybe the fact that Giratina is still here does explain why the space-time distortions are still occurring. So, I guess. Sailor Pika really wants Hisui and Samurai when you get the game someday. So, I mean, thanks for sticking with the series, Sailor Pika. I mean, hopefully, you said you've seen other streams as well, but hopefully you haven't really been spoiled too much on the story. Even if you have, it's still an awesome, fun game to play. I love playing with the agile and strong style attacks. I don't know. Just there's so much fun to it. The fact that you can teach your Pokemon a whole move pool and then change that on the fly as you go in your excursions, that's awesome too. So I strongly recommend getting this game because it is just that fun. Okay, but on that note, we're now nearing the end of the hour, so I'll probably be back again tomorrow to start... Can I sit on this bench? Come on! Gen 6 lets you sit down. I'm going to fake it. There. I'm sitting on the bench. Anyway, yeah, shiny hunting. We can start doing that starting tomorrow, perhaps. Wonder if there's a way to encourage the outbreaks. I don't know, but we'll kind of learn as we go. Plus, we still have more unknown to get. And I want to get all the wisps. How many wisps am I missing at this point? I've only got 5 more wisps to go. So we'll be able to get those over time. And I think they're all in the Alabaster Icelands. Actually, before we go, let's check that. You can talk to Vessa, and she tells you. She's just over here on the other side of the river. It'll feel amazing when you get to play it still, as Garushia says. Yes, it is a great game. Oh, not storming, says Dazzling Shell, but what Pokemon causes certain weather conditions. Are you trying to say Kyogre's here? I don't know. Okay, I've collected 102 so far. 5 more wisps to find. Oh, wait. A little present. Oh, those are good. Those can boost your your EVs from 9 to 10. Nearly found all the wisps. Okay, how many wisps are left again? So there's none left in the village. None left in Obsidian Fieldlands. All the wisps are gone in Crimson Mirelands. Cobalt Coastlands. 1 in the Highlands and 4 in the Icelands. So, here we go. Any more questions? No, we're good. Garushi is asking... Oh, wait. So Pika says, you didn't want to see any playthroughs till you played the game, but since I played it, you wanted to watch and support. Well, thank you very much for taking that sacrifice, or making that sacrifice of spoiling the storyline for yourself. But hopefully I made it just as entertaining as if you were playing it on your own. I'm sure... No, I can't say that. Playing it on your own is a whole... Like Garushi said, it's a whole different experience. So I'm excited for you to get the chance to play it when you get it. Will I have any nicknamed Pokemon? Asks Cresselia. I don't know. Initially, when I started this, I didn't want to get too attached to any of the Pokemon because, like, the Pokedex says catch 20 of this or 20 of that. And I'm like, I mean, I could choose which one I want to keep on the team and nickname them, but... And if I was to nickname any of them, I'd probably go with the standard nicknames I've given them through a Pokemon Go. So it's like nothing new really there. But, I don't know, maybe we'll mix things up a little bit in the future. Let's see. Sailor Pika, you can't wait to play it. It looks so much fun indeed. Dazzling Shell says, not the Hoenn Trio, but they normally roam on routes. Oh, would that be the genies? Huh. I might bump into them on occasion, maybe. It's probably going to happen off-screen the first time I do it, but I don't know. We'll see if I can somehow capture that. And I want to talk about this lady. This is a complaint I have. First of all, let's talk about my complaints about this game. Very few. But one thing that I would love to see added for a future Legends game is definitely a mini-map that you can use as you're going around. Because, like, if you can pin locations to get to, it'd be nice to have your little circular mini-map, much like Breath of the Wild, that shows you what way to face to go. And I would love to be able to have more than just one pin active at a time, if you want to, you know, pinpoint specific spots in each zone. Or, if in the future they make it more like Breath of the Wild, where there is no fast travel to the field lands, the coast lands, what have you, if it is all just free roaming, then multiple pins would be a good way to go. I'd also like binoculars, to be honest. Like, if I'm a good distance away, like right here, I can take a peek, see that there are still crops growing in the distance. I don't know if you can tell that or not, but if I wasn't sure, binoculars to zoom in would be good. Much like the Sheikah Slate, or the, was that just the Sheikah Slate, or is it called Sheikah Scope? I don't know. But another thing that I would like is for people like her to be more clear on what they want. Last place I saw the Will-O-the-Wisp was on Windswept Run at nighttime. Please catch it. I have searched multiple times at night on Windswept Run in the field lands. I cannot find a Will-O-the-Wisp that she's talking about. I don't know, maybe if I went further in the game before I caught it, I can't catch it anymore. I don't know. But anyway, that's going to be it for now. Someday I'll find out what that Will-O-the-Wisp is. And like when I say complaints, that's really just me I'm overstating it. They're not game-breaking complaints, you know? But there was one more thing I was thinking I would like to see added. Well, we said this, I think, the last stream. Have a much more dangerous outcome if you lose all of your Pokemon in one battle. Because, you know, I've been fighting in Alpha, weakening it down. As soon as all my Pokemon are knocked out, I immediately open my menu, I can heal the whole team, and go right back against that Alpha at the same HP we left it at. So I believe, as Cresselia had said, maybe don't have it that when you open your menu, the game pauses. Make it that you have to run away, find a safe spot, then heal your team. I feel like that would make it more crucial to, like, you know, not let your team faint. I need to look upward for it? I was doing that. See, I think I know what it is. I've seen... I accidentally spoiled a bit when I was watching someone else do a playthrough, and they said something about Chimchar in a tree. And I guess I know I can set the request objectives on the map. Yeah, I don't like to do that, though. I like to just kind of have fun and search on my own. Plus, more chance to bump into random shinies along the way that way. But anyway, I do believe it's something to do with like a Chimchar in a tree. But I've been looking through all the trees, and I haven't been able to find anything in there. But I'll try that again off camera, and I'm sure now I'm going to allow myself to use that extra knowledge to do it. But I'm not going to waste any more time here with you folks today. I'll probably do that off screen. Anyways, let's see. Did we miss anything else? I don't... oh, actually, Dazzling Shell asking how I'm doing with Breath of the Wild. I'm still basically on pause with that because this game is too much more fun for me. But I essentially am, I think, ready to tackle 2 of the Divine Beasts. I've already saved Varuta, I think it is, the elephant. I've freed that one. I'm working on getting the steps needed to get to the bird and the lizard, but the camel one, I haven't even really started in the Gerudo Desert just yet. But, excuse me. Anyway, we'll get to that at some point. Maybe, should I eventually start a new game of Breath of the Wild on stream? Perhaps? I could probably do that, but I feel like the game is like, by this point, everyone's done it. I don't know how popular that would be. But regardless, we'll see what the future holds, because of course there's going to be more Pokemon games, I'm sure, to come for the Nintendo Switch. And thanks to, as I say in the pinned comment, my Narvatech NJ300 capture streaming device, I can continue doing some of these streams with other Switch games. Alright, but again, check out that pinned comment. Check the link there for the advertisement promo commercial thing, I guess you can call it, that I did for that. And you can also get yourself a 10% discount by watching the video and following the link in the description. Alright, with that, I guess we're going to be done for today. Thank you, folks, for joining me for this live stream of dealing with the Giratina. There's still more to do here in the Hisui region. More Pokemon you got to add to the Pokedex. I think we'll probably aim to get Giratina in the next stream, just to add that to our collection, and do some shiny hunting. So with that, again, if you are new to the channel, I recognize everybody in the chat, but if you're watching and not chatting, if you want to subscribe for future content, feel free to do so. If anyone has watched this and not yet hit the like button, and you would like to do so, hit that like button. If you are subscribed, of course, if you don't have the bell activated, do that to get notifications when new videos and streams are coming your way. And if you would like to join as a channel member, feel free to do that as well to help sponsor myself and support the channel. Alright, with that, actually Garushia says you'd be happy just live streaming my progress in Breath of the Wild. Okay, so I could possibly start doing some of that maybe. But we still want to focus here on Pokemon Legends Arceus for at least another little while. But with that, you are welcome for my streaming, Garushia, and Sailor Pika, and Dazzling Shell. Thanks for hanging out. Professor Chaz is now signing off, and I believe I fixed the outro for this. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Here comes the big ol' outro.